Yeah. Andy Scott, we're coming to the end of the third week of pre-season. Are you happy with how things are progressing?
Yeah, we've had a good workout this week. Good session Monday, and went to Millwall on Tuesday, and had a really good workout against their first team. Everyone got plenty of minutes, and there's some very encouraging signs. But we've still got plenty to work on. 3 more games to go in pre-season before we kick off the season, and we've got to make sure that we use those and the training sessions that we've got left to make sure that we get everything in that we need to.
You wanted that Millwall friendly to work on the tactical side of things. Did you get what you wanted?
Yeah, we're seeing what we can do, and more importantly what we can't do as well. Moved it around a little bit, played with a different type of shape, and it went okay. We found out that some players couldn't do what we wanted to do in certain positions, but they were better in others, and vice versa. So yeah, it was good. We caused them a lot of problems. There was some really good performances, and everyone got the minutes that they needed. So it's all round it was very worthwhile.
And Mr. Williams scored again.
He did, yeah. He was excellent on the day, and we had some really good performances. Himself and Josh up front were a real threat, and we caused them lots of problems against the back four, who are playing in the Championship. And defensively we coped all right with what was a very strong front lineup of Gregory, Lee Martin, Scott McDonald, and people like that. So it was a good test for us. We had to, we conceded 3 goals. One was from a set play that we haven't done any defensive work on set pieces yet. We'll be starting on that today. So all in all, I was pleased with it.
And we spoke on Friday about how the style of players coming together, the squad is gelling, and those new signings seem to have fitted in pretty well immediately.
Yeah, we're still working on it. Obviously we've got a few players, especially midfield players. We're just working out what they're best at doing. But we've got some players that we feel we need to change the shape a little bit to maximise their role in the team and get the best out of them. So it's about all clicking together. Defensively we look okay. We're pleased with that, and the 2 centre forwards. We've got 3 centre forwards that can all play up front in a 2. It's just a way of creating chances and being solid behind the ball, and having more possession really. So it's also about educating the players about how we want to play, and making realise that why we're doing what we're doing, and that it gets the best out of them in their individual positions. So once it all clicks together, it should be okay. But we're still very very early days in pre-season, and still lots to improve on, and we're using all the time we can to make sure that we improve and get ready for the 9th of August.
And we also spoke on Friday about Naby Diallo. He was the only trialist to start against Chelsea, and you've acted very quickly to get him on board.
Yeah, I just felt that with Naby, he'd been the whole pre-season. Financially it was a good deal. And one that we feel that we want to have players that are our players rather than keep getting loan players in this season. It's important that we can work on them, and that when we get opportunity that we can work each day that we train. We can get better work out of them rather than going back to their old clubs or having the threat of losing players. So he's still got work to do. He's another one who's learning how we want to play, and same as everybody else. But physically he can get around the pitch, he can tackle, he can pass. And he's going to be a good addition to the squad. And
Kieran Forbes as well. He came on against Chelsea, and he arrives with an excellent pedigree from Forest Green Rovers.
Yeah, he does. He's I think you're going to see him get better. He hasn't trained with their squad. He was left out of their squad that went to Scotland. They wanted him out, and again it was a good deal for us. And we think that once we get him match fit, he'll fit really well into the group and how we try and play. He's got plenty of energy and got very good experience in this division, and another one that can really impose himself. And we're starting to put together a squad, not just a team, that's capable of playing the way we want to play. And that's important, that if we get injuries or suspensions, we've got players that are able to come in and force their way into the team. And there's competition for places in every position now, which is vital.
And the next step is travelling to Staines on Saturday, 8th in Conference South last year. We saw last year what good value friendlies against Conference South opposition can be.
Yeah, I mean the first two games against Chelsea and Millwall obviously have been a little bit tough because they've been sides from a lot technically better and probably further forward in their pre-season. But this is an opportunity now again. We're looking towards the Wimbledon game where we want to play more or less our side, but it's a case of looking at what minutes players have played. We don't want to push them too much and get them injured. So Saturday, everyone will get some good minutes under their belt as well, and it'll be an opportunity to have a look at some others as well. And then look forward to Tuesday at Sutton. So there's a means to an end. We're not thrashing people. Their fitness levels are pretty good. But when you have got a squad of 17, 18, you just need to make sure that everyone's right. And we've got a few trialists that we want to have a look at as well, and that will supplement the squad for the next two games and narrow it down for our last one against Wimbledon. So we're getting there, and it's the most important thing is that the shape's right and people understand their roles within the team, but also we get the amount of minutes under their belt without pushing people too hard and we get injuries. So that's the key to it, and training will be geared towards that as well.
Yeah, and you've done a lot of good business early. We saw last year, by necessity, the value of waiting almost till the last minute. Are you going to leave a couple of places in the squad open in case things become available?
We need a second goalkeeper. Obviously, Nick Chupp and Dan Thomas have been with us, and over the next two games we'll make decisions on those two. But I think that either a winger or a forward or someone who can play in both positions is probably the last position in the squad that we've got. Given the budget we have at the moment, we've probably got one place left for an outfield player, and that's what we'll look for. So we've got some trialists in, we've got some options, and it may be something that we can do in a loan market, but we'll have a look at that as well. Depends what the trialists do in the games and how they impress. But no, I'm happy with what we got so far. Obviously, we had to wait last year to the last minute. That was a necessity, but it was important that we got a good group in pre-season so we could work on what we want to work on, and so far it's gone to plan. But until you kick off on the 9th of August, you don't know whether it's worked or not. But we were happy with what we've done so far, and we hope that continues.